Greetings all. This is Courtney Monroe, the headmaster of Saberlight Knights. We are, of course, Central Virginia's premier saber combat organization. So, I have a review of what you see in front of you, a gear review for you tonight. And our first gear review comes to you courtesy of Wrath Sabers. Okay, so Wrath Sabers is head up by one of our acolytes, Mr. Clay Sims, one of our dark side members. He is quite the talented man when it comes to what you see in front of you. So let's just get right into it so you can see about what they offer, see about what they do, and appreciate it as much as I do. So, of course, when you get your saber, you will receive it in this fantastically done bag here. It's a drawstring bag, all right? Of course, I love the color scheme. It also fits with the saber because he is so very thoughtful, of course. And you will also note that I have a 3D printed stand for the saber. It's not something that I have had before, so that's pretty doggone cool, if I can say so myself. It can just sit right in there, and you can just rotate it any way you want it to go. It's a nice touch. So let's get on to the saber here. Let me first go over aesthetics. So what you see in front of you is actually an Aeon. I believe it's a limited edition Aeon version 2 from Ultra Sabers, who most of us in this community know very well. It is one of their older models, V2s. If you aren't aware, Ultra Sabers uses a format that's called MHS. Basically what that means is you can hot swap the parts in between sabers and they're all compatible. It's kind of their way of allowing you to build your own thing. So V2s are rather old. This design is pretty old. It's one of their more popular ones. Because of that, this hilt is incredibly small when it comes to circumference, which is good for dueling, but in the case of Ultra Sabers, bad for the internals. And you could say what you want about them. A lot of people have some very heated opinions, but in regards to this specific build, it's tiny and there's no MHS compatibility really across the community. So Clay had to really do some custom job with this one here. So let me get into it. So as you will see here, it is powder coated gold. Okay, it originally came silver, so we have a gold powder coat with navy blue wrapping. Okay, so we have it here in these three kind of rivets here. We have some below the emitter. Okay, we have the activation switch. I'll get into that shortly. I'll come back to it. We have our Cobalt Stingray wrap, which I believe is courtesy of Saber Forge, and also a little bit of a wrap here at the bottom, and then we have the pommel. Now, going back to MHS compatibility and the fact that this is a version 2, if I flip this to the bottom here, you'll see that he customized this quite a bit to allow some speaker action in, which is pretty fantastic. I love that. That's a nice touch. The speakers in there, we'll come back to that. So if I flip it up to the top here, you'll see we have a Tri-Cree RGB LED mounted down here in the bottom. Okay, if I turn it over, the 2 set screws, and then this set screw here is what will keep that in, so there won't be a lot of jangling around or worry of it coming out. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's here go to the bottom. I'm gonna unscrew. There you go. So this is also a very awesome aspect of this saber. So Ultra Sabers do not come with a chassis. Clay over at Wrath Sabers actually 3D printed this one, customized 3D printed this for this saber for me. Absolutely fantastic. His own 3D printer got that printed. Beautiful. I believe the design is a Goth 3D. I believe that's what it is. Love that. We have a high amp kill key down here. This is what's going to activate the saber. Okay, so if I turn that on, you have the activation sound. Little Phantom Menace action there. Flip that over, and there we have the switch. That is a 12 millimeter silver switch with a blue LED around it there. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Fantastic. Sweet. So that is the kill key. I flip that back. See that it's off. Good stuff. Of course, we have our battery here. 18650. Rechargeable, trust fire. Also have a recharge or a charger for it. Gotta love that. All right. Pop that back in here. Speaker, I believe, is a WOW 28 millimeter. Works perfectly for what he has here. Keep in mind too, I am a whatever you want to call a saberist, saber martial artist. Clay is the technical mastermind here. I'm just echoing his beautiful work. And there you have it. This is easily one of my favorite designs. The fact that it's so slender in your hand, the length is perfect for a single hand or a double hand fighter, and then the beauty that Clay added into this is fantastic. Now, one of the main feature which makes this so awesome is the fact that we have a beautiful, fantastic Profi board installed in this. I believe it's a Profi board V2.2.2, I believe it is. And he preloaded this Profi board with I think about 7 different fonts, sound fonts, multiple colors. It's over a dozen at least. Tons and tons of colors that you can change on the fly. It is absolutely dope. So what I'm gonna do here is take this saber, I'm gonna put it out in the dark here, and then get some activation action going and show it to you in action. So the kill key has been activated, so I'm just going to do a very quick demo here of some of the LED and sound action. Okay, so this first font here comes from Blue Force Sound Fonts, I believe. It's called Vortex, so let's check it out. Of course, you have love this font. Now we're on the color change here. Just kind of rotate. I'm always more of an ice blue man myself. That's good.
I'm never touching that thing again.
Do one more. Awesome. And that is Wrath Sabers. Ladies and gentlemen, I will leave information to where you can find them in the description. Check them out. Let them know Saberlight sent you.